Great surprise! I am back. We're gonna play some cities. I'm gonna play some cities, I guess. I don't want to say we like in that sense, because like even we like, hey, look, we're a little community, me and one and a half of you. But like, also, I'm the one playing, I guess. It seems weird to give so much credit. It's like almost like it's like insincere. I think it's really weird. I'm looking forward to it. Oh yeah, you want me to? Oh, that's different. Sorry, I haven't set up anything, so this is me very clumsily getting to my music here. We're gonna listen to that while I fire up cities. And the cool thing is, some of this music came in louder than I was expecting. I don't know why. I wasn't ready, I guess. Weird. My brain's sometimes. What have I done? Okay, here we go. What was I gonna do? What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh yeah, cities. Oh shit. Dude, none of my shit was ready. First day, everything fucked up. I feel good about this. Alright, let's go to, let's see, games, I think. I have it set up right. Are you on the right game? It's here. Yep, should be. As soon as it starts. It's working on it. Fuck, I was gonna say something else too. I don't remember what it is. Anyway, welcome to Cities and AC's original music. All streamable in places, in theory. Yeah, I think all these are somewhere. I don't know if there's any songs in here from the Apocrypha or the, what do they call miscellany? Errata, which sounds enough like erotic that it makes me very pleased that this idea like, would it be like eroticata? Erratata? Errata of, about, de, sobre? Alright. Looks like it's all working now. Yes. Alright, I'm almost there. We're almost there! See, I was so fucking... Oh, one more fucking thing. This is gonna sound funny probably for a second. Let me fix also... Oh, wow, that was almost seamless. Fuck yeah, dog. Okay, I don't think I need this shit as loud in my earballs right now. Studio works louder in a different way. This kind of loud, I feel like I can't concentrate. Not that you can tell the difference in the stream. I just turned it down on the headset. Sí, así lo que sea. I don't know why I brought that up again. This weird shit gets in my head, you know? Oh, you know what? Let's do a trash run. How are you? How are you? Oh, yeah. See, you can go. Get to work. Do some things. Bow. Bow. called Killers, if you're interested. Recently did, I guess it was like, yeah, the last stream, fucked up the whole interchange. Did a little bit more work later than it is, kept playing something like it, but like without streaming. And is it this fucker? Right? Yeah, it's this shit's right here. Put all this in to make some quicker ways to get down here because the traffic was so fucking bad. It's kind of evened out, so now I'm just trying to clean up how much I fucked all the buses when I did that. Whatever. But let's look at buses. Wait. Is this getting worse? Problematic? Wait, which way are the buses going from there? Straight? So if we did this would theoretically, no, it's not what I want. I want to see what it looks like from here. No, they're actual like, so I would need to turn it to actual road. Let's just play a little bit and see, I guess. One way with bus lane. I mean, I still might just make that. Oh, interesting. I mean, I could make it a little bit longer, but. Holy shit, did this work? Okay, now I want a, what's the underneath look like? I want a, pedestrian walkway. Oh, right, that makes sense. So yeah, let's do it this way, would be better. So yeah, wrong I guess, right? I don't know what the word means. Oh, words. You silly rascals. Talking about. There we go. Wrong keys. Wrong keys. Oh yeah, not too shabby all around. Right, now we got mobility. I don't know what to say. Pew, pew, pew. This is called the blood fire. Is it? Jeez. The whole thing, huh? Okay. Cool. Maybe something else in the list nice, but oh, look, people are using it. Get it. Then y'all going the other way? You can go the other way. Show me, show me, show me. I'll be right back. I just forgot something hilarious. I'm back. I made myself some food and then forgot to eat it. So I went and grabbed my food. I'm gonna eat it now while we do this. This is called Payaso. This is gonna be on my next album, the Green Album, coming out Friday 23rd. February 23rd. It does also happen to be a Friday. Maybe that's where my subconscious was going with it. It's saying Friday, February 23rd. Like consciously that wasn't part of my plan. I don't know. Who knows? I'm giving myself too much credit. Cool, that works. Alright, let's look at some buses. Oh, you know, I haven't looked at it in a while. How's this going? Everything looking good? Everything's looking good. It's like, so yeah, not super exciting. And you make bigger things happen. God, my feet. Why are you like these feet? Woo! Got some of that. Oh, neuropathic pain right through the toes on the bottom. Fantastic. It's like someone's laying the skin between my toe pad and my foot pad. What it feels like. It's pretty fucking dope. Luckily it's like really, really mild now, but it's still gross. It's a little tense for me. Huh. Okay. Buses. Ese payaso with his jokes. 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 I'm back. I don't know if this is going to be helpful or not. Jokes. See. Wait, yeah, so, okay. Already massive. Holy shenanigans. Turned around. Valid shape. This is called Hunger Events. It's also it's not even like that, is it? Yeah, it's very good. Come on, hands. Let's see if we'll make this work. Let's see if which way is it gonna? It's hard to say. Will it let me go that way? Let's try and do a little practice run here. So what's the next one over here? You. Okay, so if I try to go from there to there, what are you gonna do? Nothing. Cool. Anything else I'm doing? see, just trust in my intents. Oh, fuck you. Oh no, it's because it just didn't take. Never mind. Nope, still fuck you. Okay. It came from this side. Well, I was gonna test it from here anyway. This is where it starts to get shady is when... What the fuck? I'm so confused. Create a new line. Here we go. I want this to go here. Okay, that's routed correctly so far. I want that. Okay, and I want this to figure out how to get here. No, it wants to turn around. Oh, holy shit. Okay, see if this gives it enough of a runway to figure it out. No? Like, I have to have like a fucking stop over here somewhere? Kind of obnoxious. What the fuck you mean you can't just get a fucking... Can I tell it like what size? I want this one. You're just not doing that one anymore? Okay, I gotta click on it. Got it. Okay, no, it did work. I just didn't have the right shit clicked. Excellent! So one of the reasons why I don't often feel like working on subways is like I don't have a feel for what makes the tracks work the way I want them to work. Alright, let's see if we can get you working the way I want you to work too. You go to here. Nice. And there. And then there. And then now you're gonna go all the way out to here though. Wait, yeah? Yeah. Let's do that. Here. Yeah, because then it goes to here. Slightly different paths for all of these. And see the kind of traffic and demand they're getting. I actually think this will just mostly take some of the strain off the buses. At least that was my hope. This is called Hemivore. risk it with this one. I'll fix it later. Either way, I fucked up. So. Part of it's all that traffic from all the new buses. Okay, so I need some time to sort of shit out. Bust. Oh, glam castles. Sure are. Yeah, I also decided that one of the things I want to do is if I'm gonna set up like a game time to kind of break things up for me, that I'm gonna go back through some of my back catalog of games that like came in packs that I just haven't played or don't play much of, and break them out. So I downloaded a couple. What were they? One of them was Covert Action, an old Sid Meier's game, and then Dungeon of the Endless. No, I've never played it, and so I was like, oh shit, thanks. It's funny, I fixed that last time too, and then although I'll just fix actually out here, and then it'll less of a problem. All right, Jesus, does that sound a little better? We'll find out. But I like playing games I've never played in stream, just because I feel like it's a little bit more fun to show people the shit I go through not knowing what the fuck I'm doing in the game, you know? Yeah, that's part of it. Is I was like, what can I play that's probably not going to frustrate me or stress me out to play in a stream, but then is also interesting enough that I think it's gonna lock me in, you know what I mean, for 2 hours or however long in a stream. And so I think that one seems to be a good mix of both, and it helped that like it had pretty good reviews. It seems like something I want, something that like for streams that I don't have to pay too much fucking attention to. Like I think the most stressful thing I want to play in stream is Smite, and can only handle that until I get sick of humans. Well, actually, usually what I do is I just get fucking wasted and play bots, because the bots suck less at being humans than humans. Get you out. But yeah, this is cool because like I just fucking talk or zone out and like manage bus lines for a while. What are you? Oh, that was a weird. Okay, I got my perspective on that building. That was tripping me out. Let's see. Yeah, let's do this. about from here? Should I put anything there? Maybe. Alright, what do y'all want in here? Fake humans? Alright, that's where I'm at. I already lost track of where I fucking was. What a goober I am. How funny. Okay, working out here. Yeah, well, like the biggest thing for me is, and what I've realized is it's funny because this coincides with me figuring out shit about being autistic that I could never figure out before. But there's this thing that people do. Some of it's a face-saving thing. Well, no, I mean, it's all manipulative. It's just, it's this thing where if someone's wrong, they just dig into it to the point of like absurdity where you're like have to question your own sanity because you're like, you're so fucking wrong. You can't be serious, right? It's like that kind of trolling. And so people come into games like MOBAs especially, it's just like, for whatever reason, attracts a lot of that personality. Spite's gotten a lot better because it used to just be awful, like coming right out of beta and shit. But where people come in and then like throw a match for you and you're like, what the fuck, man? And you can be chill as hell, but they'll be the ones like screaming at everyone else like you need to do this, and then they're like losing their minds. They're like, you're telling us we have to do the thing that you're doing that's costing us the game right now. Like, they're just so blatantly wrong. And then they're like, so that's where like I can't deal with like other humans is that thing. So I'm like, I don't even know how to explain to you, like, you're just like factually out in fucking left field, homie. Like, but then I feel crazy. So anyway, what I was gonna say though is, so with like being autistic, it's hard because that's a thing that people weaponize all the time to try and take advantage of us. And so like I didn't realize this, you know, like before I even knew I was autistic and when I was younger, but like there's a lot of trauma in that, like packed up in that, you know? And so like, and I'm just trying to fucking chill and play a video game and people are sitting here like triggering my CPTSD because they're gaslighting me about a fucking video game. I'm like, no thanks, I'll do something else then, you know what I mean? Just, why did I... Well, whatever, I'm gonna do it that way, I guess. Buns. I don't know, I figure out what I want to do with that later. Let's do this. Yeah, like if I'm playing with homies, like sometimes even if it's just like my best friend and we used to play together, he just hasn't played Smite in forever. And he's the one that got me into it. But like we would, like it was me and him. Sometimes it wasn't so bad, like going and playing in groups, because like you get one turn and we just mute them and then go keep playing other stuff. But like, yeah, you can just like, you get like 4 or 5 in a row where you're like, the match isn't even fun right now and no one's F6ing and just like, fuck this, I'm out, or F whatever, quit is, or resign or give up. This one's fun. I like this one. This is clockwork. Yeah, I'm the same. I think like the biggest, like, well, it's one of the gameplay itself too, like fits my style. I wish, you know, they could, so I'm gonna go off on a million tangents about Smite right now, but I used to say this like every fucking time I'd be playing bots in stream, is that Like if they just put the tiniest bit of effort into their bot algorithms, then made it actually like an intended playable side of the game, then they could pull people from both sides. And like you don't even have to have the same type of reward system for both if you're worried about that weirdo mentality that people have where they're like, no, I have to be the only person that got this thing. No one else can have the thing. Then fine, split them up on a PvP and PvE side or whatever, PvP bot side. But I don't know, people don't want to make money. Well, you know, some of it's just a resources thing too. Like I get that also. They're like, we're gonna get the market we can, and this is what we're budgeted to pull. But like, what was I saying? Oh, but like the other pull is for that game for me is the mythology piece of it. And like it's funny too because like for me it's interesting on like two sides. It's just interesting to see like that storytelling side of it, but then it's also sometimes interesting to see like how things lean into or kind of pull their own creative liberties with regarding like the actual history or culture related to those as well. I don't know, like looking at religion as part of you know, like folk history and folklore is you know, community storytelling and history, what do you call that, memorializing of things, then I was like, I get a kick out of that, whether it's fictional or real or, you know, sort of like non-fiction adjacent. Was it, what do they call that? Something fiction. Is that what speculative fiction is? I don't know. That's not right either. Like, you know how they have like historical fiction, so it's like based off of facts, but then it's a retelling that's not true. Anyway. Yeah, see, that's the thing is I would love to figure out like League of Legends or Dota, just like the style seems compelling to me, but based on all three, based on the learning curve, the speed of play, and the community, like there's just no way. That's too high of a bar to get my interest. I can't get to the point where it'd be fun before I'm just like, fuck everything else that's wrong with this. Ah, oh, sweet, speculative fiction, yeah. Yeah, I dig. I mean, I think, well, you know, it just makes sense because it's kind of where my brain just lives. Like I call it my cartoon brain, but like all those funny things that those like half details you catch in real life, or the little bit of like creativity that kind of spins with the reality that's going on. You go like a lot of what ifs in your head, right? Like all of that stuff. I really enjoy playing with in my head. So it makes sense that like from like an external way, like as a genre of media, that like I would be into speculative fiction. Is Riot Forge a this is because I'm bad at like trivia, I'm bad at like fact memorizing. There's a way to say that nicely, not autistically, but I can't think of it right now. But is that what was it, a game studio, or make sure I'm contextualizing this in my head. Yes. Yeah, no you. How about you? Here, and here. Something's back here. Wait, do I have everything covered? Okay, good. Yeah, I just like, I'm glad that I found like, I've been finding avenues. Well, part of it is just like, you get sick of like cooping it up after a while, right? Like you got all these stories in your mind that are always going all the time. In my case, a lot of it's, you know, stories in the form of music and sound, but like eventually you just like, I gotta fucking get these somewhere outside of me. Like it's too compelling to keep inside. And fuck, I was gonna say the thing. So that I'm just like leaning into that more and like being able to put this shit into music, and then being like, okay, well, I can't either afford or wait for commissioning an artist every time I have, say, an album cover or something. Or like I have an idea and I'm like, well, it's a fun idea, but it's not worth paying someone to go do for me. And so then I like started at least getting a little bit more workable skills in some of the visual arts, just to at least get by. So I can get this stuff like on paper or out in front of, on monitors or whatever. It just feels cooped up in my brain. Say, oh, that makes sense why they call it Riot Forge then. Okay, got it. I'll write that down, see if it'll remind me to look into it. Ruined King. Yeah, well, I think some of it, like, I've always wondered too, yeah, like how you make that sort of cost effective, at least like in a gig commission setting, when it's writing. And most of the stuff I've seen has been like mostly editing stuff for other people's writing. Is usually what I see people seem to be able to like do in a way that's even remotely sustainable. I saw one the other day though that was interesting. Someone was writing like I think it was like 500 plus word character descriptions for TTRPG players for some like little chunk of fee. And you can see, especially if you get into a zone, like turning something that into something you can actually like do and not over what's the word I'm looking for, like burn yourself out, right? Like not be sustainable. But I don't know. It's all this shit, right? It's like just this fucking capitalistic garbage that we got to be able to produce the things that the capitalists want us to produce. Anything else we produce doesn't count. And regardless of production, like we're just not human anyway. So we're capital. That you give us a different word that sounds kind of like cattle, because cattle was let on that they weren't treating us as human too much, I think. What are you doing here? Oh, they need more workers out here. Let's try something like that. Save this right quick. Actually, no, that is another thing I've seen too, is the DMing thing. Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that people will like pay them. Who was I'm forgetting context now. It was either someone that was like I got introduced to because someone I know knows them, or I ran into But anyway, someone was talking about recently around me or at me about like that was what their main job was, is that they just like went and did DMing shit, and like guest DM stuff and things like that. And I think I think they did voice work too, but it was like the person that I was hearing about this from, that particular person, I think was doing mostly just like live stuff. I don't know what exactly the setting was, but yeah, no, I'd imagine there'd be like a lot of other kind of consulting type of work where, especially on the creative side, where you're doing a lot of content at the same time. Like I worked in an industry where I was on the road a lot and like working a lot of face-to-face and presentation stuff, and it's just like on top of all the energy of like getting places, getting set up, doing presentations, answering questions in Q&As, doing all the other like setup and communication and logistical bullshit that goes along with that. And then on top of that, you're building content too, like your presentations, or like in the case of like hired DM, right, like either planning for or scripting or revising or even just rehearsing campaign information, right? Like it's just like that's all additional productive work that you're doing behind the scenes that just adds into your time and energy spent on it. And yeah, I know it fucking just eats you up quick. It's part of what led to my burnout a couple years ago with respect to work is just like it wasn't sustainable, and eventually I hit a point where there's no more room moving forward, and I couldn't do it anymore the way I was doing it. And so I started making some changes, and then some changes got made for me. We'll see how that all happens, but now I'm here, which I guess is one bright side, is that for at least the foreseeable short term, I am now a unpaid streamer, but I'm trying to get in a nice groove to feel like comfortable with this, because like honestly, in a lot of ways, this is starting to feel a lot healthier than I've felt in a long time mentally. It's fucking rambling today. Alright, let's see if this bus has kind of figured their shit out yet or not. Let's take a look at y'all first.
Back in my fucking zone.
Yeah, you know what? That's the other thing too is it's the variety of working with people, you know. Just because the changing back and forth of communication styles or like communication needs that people might have, like that like adds to the taxingness of it, right? It's just even like code switching is what you're doing, and then code switching is fucking exhausting if you're doing a lot of it, especially when you're code switching into registers that are already more taxing for you. Yeah. You know what it makes me think of is, at least, well, I guess it's probably different for everyone, but like for me, one of the things I'm just thinking about with those like different interpersonal dynamics that's really challenging for me is the people management part of it, right? Like managing personalities and conflict in a proactive and occasionally, if you have to, reactive way, right? Like being able to like navigate that kind of stuff. Because I find like especially when I'm in like a service type of role, and I would look at DM as kind of a service type of role, right? Like you're providing your audience, your table mates, the service of this storytelling lead, right? And this organizational sort of lead. And when I provide a service, like for me, it's really easy to just let go of a lot of the ego stuff. Just be like, oh, that's what you want? Cool, let's roll with it. And so then the only thing I'm fighting with is just managing like, okay, what do you want versus what's real versus how do we meet in a way, like basically every time we run into an obstacle, like we can't do the thing you want, how do I make it so we can, or we get something that works for you, right? Like, and so that way I don't have to focus on like what I want. Like I'm just like, okay, how do we get you what you want? But then like you have this other piece of it where like some people don't work with each other that way, right? So now you're trying to manage their competing interests, and that's where shit gets fucking draining for me. Is like in a one-on-one, I can easily say, hey, I'll just let go of my ego, and this is really easy to solve. But when you're trying to like moderate someone else's one-on-one and neither one of them wants to let go of the ego piece, then you're at a fucking stalemate. And yeah, that's shit that's like exhausting for me. It's definitely a thing I did a ton of basically 2 careers ago, and it's just like it's not my thing. Yeah, I decided, I made a joke to, I think it might have been to Josie, one of my journalist mutuals. She's pretty fucking rad, but she said, I think it was her, said something about, God, now I fucking completely lost the context. I guess the context doesn't matter. The end result was, I was like, this is why I've never, oh no, maybe it was Link. Yeah, it might have been AJ that posted something about, got me going. Anyway, the end result was me saying like, this is exactly why I'm not doing any more, what was it, public or paid appearances ever again, not stoned. I'm just like, I'm not dealing with the people side of it. Like, if you're gonna make me go out and people, I'm gonna be high as fuck, and other people better like organize some shit, because I'm just gonna play loosey goosey and we're gonna have whatever time we have. But like, I'm done being like everyone's organized adult, and some of that's like this is like a personal thing, is that like when like I grew up as essentially eldest daughter in a Mexican Catholic household, and so that meant that like I got to be everyone's fucking mom since as long as I can have memories, and I'm fucking done. Like, I'm willing to be a mom to my kids, and everyone else can go find their own fucking mom at this point. Like, I don't want to manage people anymore. Yeah, that's the other thing is, well, and that's why like I actually have sort of my own internal struggle with I mean it's complicated internal bullshit mostly, but like with RPGs, myself as like as a participant, just because like what in order to like maintain for myself lack of fear for that like distinction between in character out of character shit, is like I feel like I can't commit to any of the character stuff. Like I can't let myself do it to any in character stuff, like with the emotion part. One, because it feels like weirdly fake for me. Like I haven't been able to like break it down in a way that gets past that like autistic barrier of like shit can't be inauthentic, is a thing I struggle with as part of being autistic. Other folks do too. Like I know it's not just an us thing, but like, and then part of it is that like, because like a lot of my life is a lot of problems, interpersonal challenges in my life are tied into that idea of like being misunderstood, and so it's just like, oh, I don't want to be that. Like I'll make the decisions like in character and tell you what I'm doing, what my character is doing, but like I can't like be the character. It's like when I've played with friends, I've always been like, hey, this is how I tabletop, because so like if you're like super over the top, just don't expect me to be. And we could fight. But like I have another buddy that was always like super over the top with everything. Actually, 3 of them with everything. But like I just knew, right? And so like and if people struggle with knowing those things, like sometimes they would get into funny fights. But we were all like super close friends. It wasn't big shit we couldn't navigate. Like they're more big tabletoppers. They'll play with like other groups. I've always just kind of played with close friends. That doesn't matter. Yeah. Well, and see, this is my thing about games, and a lot of this, like, because I didn't play a lot of like nerdy games when I was a kid, because my parents got me into sports, and there were pretty rigid expectations about like what I was supposed to do, and so like that's where I got most of it, and so I have like a lot of like toxic masculinity laden experiences with like collaborative activities. And so in one of them is that like competition piece of it, and like people taking games seriously in unfun ways. Like I think there's fun ways to take games seriously, but like there's also like unfun ways to take games seriously, or unfun ways to not take them seriously. And people like have a hard time finding, I think, a balance. Like I used to play a lot of, as a younger adult, a lot of softball recreationally. And like women are all right because you just have normal shit to deal with, right? Like sometimes we're just petty. That's it. Like it's all we have to worry about. But like when you're playing with men, they're such fucking douchebags in sports. Anyway, so like that's kind of the stuff where like I wonder sometimes, like just like we're supposed to be fucking having fun out here and you're not having fun so hard you won't let us have fun either. Like let's play. People are funny though. I don't always understand. Well, and a lot of that too, like in the US, a lot of that's this American thing. There's a very like, the saying is, if you're not first, you're last. And like a lot of people like live that very, very seriously. And so it just makes talking about a lot of things in the US really, really annoying. Because it has to be like, I'm the best at whatever, and you have to all like listen to everything I have to say. Yeah, I've been thinking about this a lot lately, and like one of the things that like I didn't until just like very like within the last couple months put this all together, but now like one of the things my parents fucked up that like I need to come to terms with is that like they didn't really let me have creativity as an option. It's a very rigid and extremely narrow idea of what creativity was and what was allowed within their definition of creativity. And I missed out on a lot of shit, I missed out on a lot of happiness, you know what I mean? Like things that would have made me very happy. They weren't such weirdos about it. Yeah, exactly, Seb. I like that. Competitive, but mostly with yourself to do better. Like, that's the way I always looked at it. Like, I had a really hard time as a kid because, like I said, most of my life was wrapped up in sport. It's super fucking funny. Like, it's weird that, say my first job, and then my kid reminded me of an earlier job, but that my first job as an almost adult, as a teen, was in a theater company, because like that's that creative, one of those creative industries, right? But the thing is it was always a 1 foot in, 1 foot out thing. It was one of those things like I had to work as a kid in our family, and so that was allowed to be my job because it was my job. But like when I got, you know, out of high school, I had to either go to college or get like a better job, a real job, right? Like I couldn't have a creative job. I had to get a job that was like acceptable, and or go to college. And even once I got to college, like I couldn't go to school to be an artist, to be a performer. That wasn't allowed. I had to go to school for something acceptable and get a degree into something acceptable. And so like that's always what it's been. And so like, anyway, so sort of sidetracked there, but back to the sports thing is like, I couldn't fucking handle it because it was just so, they act like it's this collaborative thing, but it's not. It's this very just like, it's hegemonic, which is different than community. Like hegemony is a type of community, but it's just not a particularly healthy kind of community. And that's what it really is. The sports community in the US, especially that kind of sports community that my parents were trying to, keep me into and that they were a part of, or at least, yeah. And so in order to get over that, like I couldn't just always want to be the best because that's not what was important to me. And it wasn't something that I could sustain. Like I couldn't get excited about wanting to be the best, seeing how much better everyone else was at certain things. And then especially being autistic, like when I was a kid, I was uncoordinated as shit. Like switch flipped in my like 20s at some point, like early 20s, and all of a sudden my brain could figure out how to move my body and I could be coordinated. But before that I couldn't do shit. So I was never gonna be the best. So I was like, well, I don't want to play sports if the whole point is to be the best at whatever sport, but I'm not ever gonna be the best because these are my limitations. Then why am I doing this? This isn't fun. And so I switched it in my brain to just be the best I could. So like my goal, what made it fun for me in a goal setting perspective or in a competitive perspective was like, what can I work on to be better tomorrow than I was today? And that's what made it better. But the problem is like, that's a really like, that's a counter value in the sports community in the United States, right? Like, I want to be better than me every day. That's a thing you say and don't live. That's a thing you're not allowed to actually commit to in action and verbally at the same time. Like, right? You say you're trying to be better than you, but really you're just trying to be better than everyone else. So if you're not better than everyone else, you're not being better than you were the day before. Like, that's how this weird fucking cycle of bullshit, toxic logic goes. And so after a while, just like team sports started just really wearing off on me, or like wearing like off like of me. I got like wearing away, right? Like I couldn't do it anymore. Like I can't keep trying to be the best I can be while everyone else is still like dicks about this shit. Like, okay, well, this isn't fun. Like I don't need you to be here for me to have fun doing something. Like I can go have fun with fun people or by myself. Yeah, it really is without that. Because like the thing is a lot of that, like when you commit to that mentality, when you commit to this mentality that someone has to be the best, then you've defined a social structure or some social rules that are a zero-sum game, right? There is only one number one. And so once you create that zero-sum game, now you've created winners and losers. And once you've created winners and losers with the ultimate goal of the zero-sum game of being the winner, now you create these sub-games between people within the system of being number one in your matchup, right? You're always trying to be number one over the next nearest person so that you can climb that ladder to be number one. And so yeah, it's like it is. It's very it's not supportive to the point of being like anti-supportive, because now you have to have scapegoats. You have to have the people at the bottom. You need to have backs to stand on. And so you find those backs to stand on. And so now you start to add those layers of those social norms, the unspoken rules, the hidden curriculum of these social structures where people just know intuitively, right? Like the rule I started with there wasn't you need to always have backs to step on. That was a result of all those previous rules that resulted from the original, right? So then people build that in themselves and on their own go, wait, but if I'm not number one, then I don't have enough people below me. So I need people below me becomes the goal, and the people below you are the backs. Like they build that in themselves. And yeah, no, it's just fucking gross. Like I don't need that shit. Yeah, it really isn't, because eventually you get to a point where you still can't reach the next rung of that ladder and there's no more backs to step on, right? You're free falling at that point. Whereas like, it's kind of similar to that thing that I've heard a lot in a couple of different industries I've worked at that people call failing upward. where you just do bad enough long enough that you find a new back to step on to get you to the next thing that you're going to fail at, but you can't keep failing at it, so you find the next back until you eventually hit the what's the other phrase that I've heard used, the maximum level of your incompetence, right? And then you're in free fall or you're treading water. It kind of just depends on what kind of industry you're in and what kind of circumstances have been laid out before you. But yeah, that's exactly how egos get out. It's really easy to not let go of your ego when you think the whole goal of the other person is to be above you, right? Like if that's the only goal they have and your only goal is to be above them, then you can't let go of their ego. And that's why people think they can't let go of their egos in these types, in a lot of situations, right? Yeah, it just fucking gets on there. People can't let it go. Yeah, I like that. To hype them up and enjoy their things. I love that shit. And actually, to a fault at times, my therapist makes me. How do I say this? I was gonna say gives me shit, but my therapist doesn't give me shit. But my therapist encourages me to reflect on this frequently. But I really like being able to gas other people up. You know, like seeing cool things they do. Because like one is, we could all hear it more, all of us don't hear it enough. The good things we do or the cool things we do or fun things, creative things that make each other smile. But then like the other thing is it's just like, that's where fun is for me, right? Like, like we don't, like watching others' successes is exciting. Like, it's exciting in a different way, but it's almost as exciting as my own successes. Like when something cool happens for me. Actually, in some ways it's cooler. One of my favorite things about other people's successes or good fortunes is that a lot of times it's shit I don't want. You know what I mean? Like something good happens to something else. And if you put yourself in their shoes for 1 second, but leave it as your wants, right? You're thinking, oh, but I wouldn't want that. Like, and so you don't want it, but it's still this good thing. So there's this like interesting separation that happens there where you're like, you know what? That's rad. This is so completely separate from me, but they're happy with this. Is a thing for them, right? Like this is their thing. That's, I think, one of the things I like about other people's successes is that it's like, it's unique in that way, I guess. Like it's not mine. It's not something I share with them. It's not my experience, right? It's something even different from that. So it's new. It's a different kind of novel. Other people's like joys and successes. I don't. Oops, that's not what I want either. Too many clicks. Okay. That fucks up my. Okay, I hope that doesn't fuck everything up here. What if... No, let's do like that. I can always get rid of shit later if it gets congested. Yeah. Oh, that's funny because I was thinking, what is another really good example? Well, we've talked about it. Like, I get stoked about your game because you're like geeked about your game, so then I'm geeked about your game. Like, I love that shit. Like, I love seeing people excited about the stuff they're excited about. That's why because the thing is like it takes so much energy out of my hands, so I'm not spending so many spoons, but get to like participate in the joyful aspect of it. Like one of my favorite things ever is when people info dump about the things they like, because I don't have to say shit, which is a thing that can be really exhausting for me under a lot of circumstances. But I get to have all the like input, and I get to learn new things, and I get to see people's excitement, and like that's really cool. I love listening to people info dump. Oh no, yeah, and I remember you like last time we hung out, you apologized a couple of times. I think I said you didn't need to, but like you don't, like because it's just like I was like, there's a couple of times you got going, and I was like, I gotta make sure I say just enough that you don't think you lost me, because I was just like letting you go because it was just so much fun. Ooh, maybe I should get another through here. Nah, this feels big. Nah, it's probably fine. Okay, oh, that's what I was gonna do, and I never got around to it. I distracted myself. I think I looked at some of these. Here's one of my favorites. I'm gonna turn it up in my own headphones. It's called Maple Chocolate Brownie Fudge. Make it. Yeah, well, and it can be tough too. Like my kid does this thing sometimes when they're info dumping, where and we can all do this, but like they're not as practiced at it yet, so I notice it lately. Is they're info dumping, but they're used to allistics. They're starting to mask, and they're navigating that masking process, and so a lot of times autists, some of us can feel like the way that allistics phrase the way they speak is sort of as if they're demanding things of us, like either a response or a correct answer or doing something or showing something with our face. And so she started to incorporate some of those speaking patterns and styles when she's info dumping. And so like every once in a while, like I'll find myself starting to get overwhelmed too, where I'm like, no, like tell me about the things, but stop saying it with words that make me feel like I'm supposed to respond to you. Like just tell me the things. Because I can, but like I find like that's one of those things that people just grow out of a lot of times. But I can see like too where like if other people are getting right, like if it's outside of their wheelhouse enough that it feels sort of stressful to have to take in so much information. The other thing is too is right, like we all have different preferences for the way that we give and receive information. Some people really like the giving information part. They like the talking or however else they're conveying the messages. Some of us prefer the receiving. So I really like getting information, but I don't always like having to convey a lot of it. Oh, those ants. That's how you get ants. Wait, did I do all of them? Probably. Alright, let's go bust it again. Like 14 and 8, I guess, real quick. Make it. Best part. The best. See? Best part. Uh-oh. Okay, what's going on here? Is it traffic and or this thing? Oh, and this thing not helping either. All right, those will probably fix themselves. Cool. This is Rabbitello. All right, back to buses. The cool thing is, like, I like about this game too is like I get distracted halfway through giving myself like a chore, and it doesn't matter because you're still doing at least a little bit of stuff and just fix the other shit later. Like, worst case scenario, I might need to pause, I guess. Or I don't even know if needs the word want to. breath is. Bow, bow, boom, boom. Bow, bow, bow. Oh, I finally got this one to chill the fuck out. That one been giving me trouble. Trouble. I should check my calendar one last time to make sure I'm not forgetting anything important today. Nope, I'm looking good. All right. Money, money. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. It's probably right on the edge of, excuse me, the right amount of buses. Buses. Wait, what do I want? Hold on. 18. This is plasma core. That? Oh, it's by that station. Okay. That's the other one. No. Guitar solos sound better when I practice them before I record them, as it turns out. Or at least they sound like they're played better because it was played better. Oh. 6. This is called Colibri. Fun fact, that whine is right around the same frequency as my regular tinnitus. I call this, what do they call it? Conditioning therapy? That doesn't sound right. Something terrible, I'm sure. Throw a little bit of the bad frequencies at my earballs while I have pleasant sounds around it so it sounds nicer. That cool like howl sound is my fucking bass guitar, and it makes me so happy every time I hear it that I got that sound out of my bass guitar. That woo, bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow, bow. This is one of my favorite things about doing music production, and like from the sound design side specifically, is that like just making cool fucking sounds and then getting to use it, and then every time I hear it in the song after that, I'm like, that's a fucking dope sound. It's so fucking cool. It's a real get it sound. Oh. This is one of my favorite songs just because it's got so many like sensory yeses for me. Makes my brain happy. Wow, wow. Ooh. Yeah, I like music as like as a sort of an inspiration or motivational kind of thing too. The other thing I like about it is it like helps me, well, like me specifically with my ADHD. Is like if I feel like if my ADHD is sort of making my thinking sort of misfire from my self-regulation, what they call it? No, what's your prefrontal cortex part called? Regulation's part of it. Executive function. If my executive function and my brain are sort of kind of like misfiring with each other, then I find a lot of times like music helps kind of like just meld it back together a little bit better for me too, so I can like just depending on the like the music, it's like help me concentrate a little bit better, at least feel a little bit more like in the groove of whatever it is I'm trying to get accomplished. Boop, 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 boop. This one's called Jacob's Ladder. I had a lot of fun with the effects on this one. Yeah, the thing with rain, it's funny. Like rain, when it's like relatively consistent, I like. I also get why people like it. Like, there's a lot of different things you can get out of rain. So, like, if you have a lot to, like, your brain has a lot to choose from as far as like what to like about it. And the reason that I was thinking about like the sometimes I don't is last night we had a really, really big storm come through, and the winds were really bad. So, like, aside from the other issues with wind, it was just like it was just plastering the rain against windows, and it was so fucking loud. But then it was like, because it was wind, it wasn't consistent, right? So you get these big, huge like gusts of slapping wind on windows, slapping rain on windows, and then it kind of like fades and you hear the normal rain sounds, and then you just get like that beating on the windows again. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot. I also forgot that you didn't send me a copy of the game yet. My ADD's a monster. It really is. It just fucking goes. It's uncontrollable. Like, my ADHD is one of those ungovernable memes. I got it. Or at least I saw the notification come through of me getting it. Whoop. I don't know, this really isn't gonna, okay, I'm gonna go 65. 14, 13. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, the sleeping with a lot of rain. There's for me, I was born in the city, and then even when I was a kid, we moved out into like a much more rural area, but it was a much more rural area right on the main highway, and so I was the first house we lived in once we moved out of the city was like the freeway went through like literally right through our backyard. It was like our backyard fence freeway, and so like my whole like until I was basically an adult, I always had like those regular sounds and lights. So for me, it's like car sounds. Oh, and then like as soon as I moved out, like I went away to college and I lived like on train tracks. So like it was like our backyard fence train tracks. And so like, you know, especially at night, we'd have at least 2, sometimes I think we'd have 3 trains go through at night in the middle of the night. So just rattle my whole room every time. But it was like this kind of soothing thing where if like a train didn't go through one night, like a particular train came late, I'd wake up and be like, something's off. And then after tossing and turning for a while, like an hour later, a train comes through and I'm like, okay, I can go to sleep now. Part of it was just, it was making up for the lack of like city sounds. Bow, 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 bow. Oh. This is different. You know what? I'm gonna leave those like that. Look at them go. All right, let's go back to this. See what this looks like. Yeah, these aren't that exciting. I don't need to check any of that shit. Okay, what else we got? Any heinous traffic? Find me some heinous traffic, traffic finder. Yeah, same old shit. Anything I can or need to do there? Alright. I think I'm gonna do some new bus lanes over in this neck of the woods. Oops. When I get back, but I'm gonna go refill my blood THC levels and then I'll be right back. All right, I am back. Wait, did it stop or is it just? Oh, it's in between songs. Excellent news. All right, what am I doing? Oh, barrel, 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 barrel. Boo. Hey. Boo-doo-doo-doo. Hey. Hey, 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 hey. Blop. Love that sound effect. Hey. I turned Ozzy Osbourne into a robot. Yeah, I did. What if instead? Where's the other one? Wait, that was the last one? Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna go there. And I wish this nerve pinchy would stoppy. Let me stop there, I guess. Do. Yeah. Oh, I ordered my updated Ableton Live today. Well, I still have a little bit of money from old jobs still left. But I'm actually kind of excited about that because I was kind of like, ah, shit, like that's gonna happen soon. At some point, I have to figure that out, whether it's now or like 7 years after it comes out. And so I was just like dreading, like, how much is it gonna cost? Is it something I'll be able to afford? And then, do I want? No, I'm fine with this. And it wasn't bad. Plus, they did what they always do, and I was hoping they would, but this doesn't mean it's guaranteed. But they have like promo deals for it on pre-orders, so like I get it even a little bit cheaper than if I put it off. Although granted, once I put something off, I just wait till they go on discount anyway. But... Oh, thanks. I missed the welcome back, but thank you for the welcome back. Oh, that does go around. Hold on, let's do this then. Let me go, how about like here? Let's put one here. Zing! Okay, so get one more out here too. Cover some of this other cross-strap code. Where do we want to go? Let's do this. Yeah, let's go from here though. A weird light path. Oh, no, I knew I should have done. I can still fix that. Go here. No, that's not how I wanted to do it, though. Get rid of you. Put you here instead. We're gonna zigzag. For funsies, you see. No, some with that. Oh man, I feel good. That was the right amount of weed. Go. All right, how do I want to do? Got another one here? Seems kind of close. Yeah, let's go with yes. Yes. Oh, no, I haven't saved in a while. I do that before something silly happens. And I cry a lot. Am I gonna be in? Oh, it worked. Sweet. Okay, I gotta make this work. Ah, spaghetti. Spaghetti con fideo, because I guess it's redundant. Spaghetti with noodles, because with noodles. This is called Endo's Market. It's on the new album, The Green Album, coming out February 23rd in all of the places. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. getting worse. I think it's getting worse. It's a weird area over here. I need to set up. It's called Cold Iron. I'm gonna start telling people it's about the death of R2D2. This is a shit show. No, you know what? Maybe this will be okay with the setup. Maybe that's just the way it's gonna be. Let's see. I'll leave it there for now. Figure out where I want to do that, but this go over here. I don't think I need anything over there. It needs to be open space. I'm fine with that. It's a helicopter. Missing the top. Little fucking sliders, or what are they called? Sliders, blades? Snowboards? Skis. Skis? They're called skis? Rollerblades. The helicopter's rollerblades. Slider blades. Oh, this is called Alexander Mobius. I was like, this thing has a name. I don't know what it is. Let's... Because I was going to make another way over here, wasn't I? Wasn't I? Ooh, you know what I should do here too? Okay, I got a couple ideas. You work? You work! Dope. That worked. No! Oh, it'll work that way though? Okay, that's fine. Something's better than nothing. Boom, immediately. Good bridge, AC. Anarchy. Let's get really up there. Higher. Look at all this mobility. They're not like bypassing a toll gate or something, bridge, toll booth. And then it doesn't look like it. Truly cool. Open some things up though, that's probably good. The truck's going. Oh. It's probably okay. Okay, let's do this too though. Okay, now. This is called Pale Demonic. Boo, 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 boo. Another straight shot! I was probably more excited than necessary. One of those volume control issues. kind of dirty if you think about all of your volume control issues are in your throat. I don't know why my brain wanted to connect on that one so badly, but that's where I went with it. That'll be better for traffic. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, bow, 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 bow. Oh, that was on the wrong thing this whole time. That looks better. Yeah, okay, one second. Had to fix the legs, wrong one. There we are. Do, 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 do. Wow, 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 wow. Where am I? Oh, I see where we're at. Did it change that part? Cool. Oh, that's all way better. Oh, look at here it comes. Truck. Truck. Hey, this already played earlier too. This is called Cadillacs and Curb Feelers. Hi. Pew, pew. AC people moving service. All right, I'm going to go ahead and sign off for now. Let me save this and move some shit around and turn music off. All right, let's see. Close that. All right, excellent. Sim, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Have fun with you. And anyone else who stopped by, thanks for stopping by. But I am AC, Amateur Crastinator. At some point, we'll be able to see my name on the screen, but also down here at amateurcrastinator.com, where you can find out about my music and stuff. I am streaming 5 days a week now, Monday through Friday, and I'm still figuring out shit on the schedule, so probably more outside of that. Thank you, Sim. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. But yeah, for certain I'll be back tomorrow. I don't remember if I was planning on coming back tonight or not. I'll figure it out as I go, I guess. But anyway, Sim, good to see you. Anyone else, thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you all soon.